We're going to talk about our ComboAir NX valve line, our new valve line we're coming out with this year. It changes basically in design to the current ball and lever style valve, and instead uses polypropylene floats. Very simplified mechanism. I'm going to go over the functions of each of the valves. So each one of our ComboAir NX valves, we have an NXP, which stands for, P is for the irrigation style valve. And we have NXVs, which is our standard clean water combination air valve. The ComboAir NXV is a combination air. It's a combination of an air vacuum valve and an air release valve. And it also has a fourth function, dynamic velocity control. So I'm going to show you how that functions as well as maintenance of these valves. These valves can be maintained and operated on in line. You don't have to take them out of line. I've taken the fasteners off, but there's jam nuts that go on here. Hold the cover on. Cover comes off. Screen comes off. Next would be the seat. The seat would be retained by 4 nuts. The seat is 3/16 stainless steel. Cover seal, seat seal, large orifice. Next, we've got our mobile block assembly, which is guided in a full ported guided body. There's 4 guides in there that guide this mobile block system. Mobile block consists of 3 independent polypropylene solid floats. The first and second float are tied together with a nozzle subassembly system. It gives us our small orifice operation. Under operation, the valve will be open, float system's open, allows air to exhaust through the valve. When the water brings the float system up, it shuts off the float system, the seat system, okay? The fourth function, the dynamic velocity control this valve has, is if the incoming air velocity is too high, this top float will disengage from the block and it will shut off the large orifice, providing a smaller orifice, which in turn will decrease the incoming air velocity and subsequent water velocity when it closes the valve. This will help to prevent water hammer and other issues. Under operation, when the valve is shut against the seat, it's closed, small amounts of air will accumulate inside the body and it will open up that nozzle subassembly and allow air to come out in small pockets through the small orifice. Under vacuum conditions, when the valve is shut, the mobile block system will open up and relieve that vacuum condition so we don't collapse any pipes or cause any other issues in the system. The ComboAir NX valves are full bore single chamber design. Okay, it's a straight through flow. All valves meet AWWA C512 standard, which requires clean out ports even on the clean water valves. Clean water, wastewater, they both have them. As far as construction of the NX valves, ductile iron bodies, ductile iron covers. The seat is 3/16 stainless steel. There's a nozzle assembly within the mobile block that is 3/16 stainless steel. And the block itself is solid polypropylene discs that are machined out of bar stock. Resilient O-rings are replaceable in the field, standard sizes. We offer these in threaded NPT connection, 1-inch and 2-inch currently. The mobile block system is manufactured from solid polypropylene bar stock. It is not molded. It will not collapse under pressure. It is a solid entity. Under typical operation, particularly on startup, air valves will tend to spit, might get a little bit of water out of these. So depending on your application where this is installed, we have 2 different outlet options for you. The first is a screen and cover. This will allow some water to spit out and come out of the valve. So if it's in a vault inside an interior installation, you probably don't want this. We offer a threaded outlet so that you can convey that water off to waste, or if in a submerged application, you can convey it out to open atmosphere. Standard typical operating range for ComboAir NX valves is 3 psi to 230 psi. That's an extended range. Typically, our lever style valves are 20 psi to 150 psi. We can give you lower options if required, but we have to change out the internals to do that. Much broader extended range on these. The ComboAir NXB combination air valve is a full bore, single chamber, 4-function air release valve. It also incorporates dynamic velocity control. It's an anti-surge mechanism to prevent water hammer. These valves are produced in glass-filled polypropylene, very tough material. These are maintained in the field very easily. The valve does not have to be installed to be maintained. The top cover just unscrews. You have our DVC float at the top, and then we have our mobile block system, which again is guided internally by 4 guide legs inside the valve body. Full port design. The bottom, the primary float and secondary float are connected by our rolling seal system here. This has a rolling seal system, a rectangular orifice, which provides for good use in irrigation systems. If your media has particulates or fines in it, it will tend not to clog this type of valve. It will self-cleaning port. There's a top lip seal here that seals against the bottom of the DVC float. And again, under operation, the orifice is actually built into the cover, molded into the cover at top. So under normal conditions, we got an orifice at the top. When the air is exhausted through the system, large orifice, the system will shut off against the orifice in the cover. Under operation, small amounts of air accumulate. This system will open up a little bit and allow the air to release out through the small orifice in the center of mobile block. Under vacuum conditions, the whole assembly will drop away from the seat, allow air to come in behind the vacuum and release it. And under high velocity conditions on startup, this dynamic velocity control flat will separate from the mobile block. It will shut off the built-in orifice in the cover and provide a much smaller orifice for the air, which will reduce the incoming air velocity and subsequent water velocity. In addition to the ComboAir NX valve series, Flomatic is also offering a ComboAir NX valve system. 2-inch NPT connection. This is for sewage water systems. While this is not a cutaway, it has the same internal upper mechanism with solid polypropylene float systems. This is a 3-function valve. It does not provide the dynamic velocity control, but it does provide large orifice air release, vacuum relief, and air under operation air relief. This is 2-inch inlet, 1-inch NPT outlet. This also provides clean-out ports to backflush this device. This valve meets AWWA C512 requirements. Typical operating pressure range is 3 psi to 230 psi standard. The ComboAir NX-C valve is a 3-function valve. It allows large air outlet during system startup, large orifice. It allows air release under system operation, small orifice, and it provides for large vacuum relief.